Hello, my name is Alejandra Tutan, and this is my VRR, AR, and MR assignment. So, first, we're going to look at the difference between virtual reality, augmented reality, and mixed reality. So, VR, it's fully immersive. It means that once you put your headset on, everything you're going to see, everything you're going to interact is going to be part of a virtual reality. It's going to be developed with technology. Nothing is going to be from the physical world. And to get to enhance this reality, you are going to need a headset or something that's going to block out the view from anything that is from the real world. AR, it's augmented reality, means that it's going to bring digital objects to your reality and you will be able to interact with them uh, alongside with physical objects that you are going to have around you. And mixed reality, it's an in-between point where you have objects from VR, so like you do get immersed into a different environment, into a different reality, but you also use objects from AR, like a headset or something like that. So before this, I didn't know like these three of them were different things. And I also didn't know like when I had been around or used any of these until I started like reading and doing this. So I started to look more into it, and when I was reading about the mixed reality, it immediately made me think about all those rides at Disney, Universal Studios, and that kind of stuff. And I started thinking and realizing like most of them use mixed reality for you to like feel immersed, but also have objects from the world to use. Some of those examples are Disney Star Wars Galaxy Edge, where you're like in the Millennium Falcon, I think, and you have a big screen that teleports you to virtual reality, but you're also sitting on the Millennium Falcon and touching physical controls to pilot your your spaceship. So I think that's a very good mix because you are immersed, you cannot see anything from the real world that it's not in that environment, but you're also using physical controls that make you feel like you are really in control of what's going on and you're really immersed in that. Universal Studio, am I right? Rides. There's many rides like these, like The Simpsons, Mario Kart, the Hollywood Studios set ride, in which, for example, Mario Kart is one of the newer ones, in which you have the AR goggles, which I realized it was AR because you put them on and AR objects start appearing in front of you, like things you have to shoot at, but you're at the same time in your car that it's moving, that it's from the physical world, and also there's a lot of objects around you that are physical, like are created, like statues and things like that. So I think it's really cool because it's moving through physical sets. And Pokemon Go is like a mix of both AR and MR because you're using a phone to enhance, to put something out in your reality, but also you interact with your environment. Like your environment becomes part of the game. And why is VR important as training simulations? Well, VR has been part of the training system since 1949, I think, or something like that. And there's some key factors like there's safety, is no risk, like the situations are controlled, you can be simulating a tornado or something like that. That is actually something that was a ride in Universal. But there's no risk on it. Like you always have the security factor. Nothing can go wrong with it. and you're also putting in realistic situations in which you will have to act fast, and it's so immersive that your emotions, you actually feel that engagement into it, that helps you feel like you're in a real situation and practice about how you would react. It's more accessible because you can like get on and off from a simulation. It's not like it's not a real airplane that you would have to put so much into it. Like, there's only times where you can use an airplane and try to train, but with this, you is mostly accessible. And there's also the customizability that it's like custom made, as I'd say, if you want to simulate that it's going to be raining and you're going to be having difficulties because of that, you can do it. Now, how to avoid motion sickness. Well, I am not very motion sickness person. I've never been, but you have to make sure you're eating something because sometimes that makes you sick. Not reading screens because it makes you confused. It makes your brain feel like things are moving more than normal and get like confused. No sudden moves of your head. Sit in the proper side of your seat. Like in a ride, you want to sit in the front seats or in the back seats, not in the middle, because of like the inertia of this. I don't know. And in boats, you want to sit in the middle seats where there's not much movement. Something that really surprised me about the history of VR, MR, and everything is the kaleidoscope that was so old, was invented by David Forster. It surprised me because I do think it's really the beginning of VR. It's like it was taking you to another place, it was taking you to another reality, to another environment, immersing you in it. And it's so old and also so beautiful because I do think like there's many things that bring you to a different place, like sound, smells, and looks. And I feel like looking at a picture and it being all of your view, like it taking the space of all you can see, it's really how it can teleport you to somewhere else. So if he was able to put those images of, like, for example, in of Italy when you were in, I don't know, in Britain, then it's like, wow, so teleporting. And then I have played a VR game. And aside from my MR games from like amusement parks, I played the VR game Super Hot, in which you only interact with like virtual environments, and it's really fun. I like the how playable it is. You can move, you can dodge, you can hit, you can do all this kind of stuff. Like, it's pretty immersive, and you also move a lot. Thank you.